Alright, so everyone, welcome to the stream. I finished up the planned part of the week, so it's once again time for the great box of things I started and haven't finished. So here we are once again with the model that I've been working on. Some parts of this I definitely don't know what to keep. Namely, the frills right in the chest area feel a little bit weird. Just wanted like some little extra details in there. But honestly, it's also probably might not be in view. I do want some kind of screen-like things, some hologram-like screens up in front here. Namely, probably like right in front of the chest here, and it's got at least one in front of the hand. So maybe it's not the most relevant thing. This will be a nice little bit of detail, but currently I have a hand here like this. I need the nail side of the hand to be visible to easily incorporate the nail. So currently the hand is in like I guess you could call a default pose where everything is straight and it's in theory supposed to be easier to morph from this point. I probably need to remove part of this line here, I'm thinking, but that is currently where that is sitting. Beyond that, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the hand lift. Then we're going to go and get lower arm. This is now the little bit of weird part. So basically need given the angle of the, I'm gonna go cuff front, which is kinda the inside side of the cuff here, like right around here. I think we're just gonna go ahead. So does that have to incorporate a top as well? This just be like the whole top and bottom, and these should curve inwards if I need to cover some, because it has to stay behind the hand. Like the hand is always in front of it, so that's not. And if I need to move the hand completely out of the way, I can include just a flesh-shaped chunk, which is like the wrist behind it. But right now, there's no wrist. Basically, just relying on this entirely. Okay, so in theory, I think we can just go completely around what could be where the wrist would be. So kind of just want to. I want this to be a bit long. I don't want it should almost be like facing the cameras. Kind of like looking at something that's like a little bit like. That almost lines on top of each other is kind of hard to see anything at this point, but almost in the mind to just like have these separated completely. I think it's probably better if I separate this so that we're doing a top, a inside, a top, a bottom, and an outside. That way, I have more leeway on how the top and the bottom show if the arm needs to lift up and down. The bottom could open up into just like hang and show more of the inside of the sleeve, but the top definitely shouldn't. This top should definitely stick to the body. Oh wait. Okay, I'll go with 4 layers here. So front. How should the inside work here? Should inside just be a different? Inside should just be. Color by the way. Good. And the back wall should just be. Let's go back. Okay, so for the sake of making my life easier in the long run, do a piece that goes over the top and just rolls around the where the rest roughly would be. We want to make it nice and big and then just squeeze it in Live2D instead. It's probably better that way, right? So I'm not trying to stretch any pieces weirdly. So basically we're just going to take a giant double circle. Actually just draw the whole circle in. I'll just see how well I can finagle this. So then the top piece, this will look really weird until it's been compressed later. We'll have the top piece go over the top of the hand here. That just rolls over the top. Something along the of that. I'll do that. This rolls over the top. Please connect here. That'll be very nice. Then we want a piece that rolls around the bottom of the hand. This is even where the hand should be. Just it's already extra mileage or extra real estate for the arm area, just so that it's not stretching later. This bit in theory should be pressed all the way in. Hello there, how are you doing? I can indeed see it. If I'm just focused on a bit, I might be a bit of a delay before I look around, but I do try to make an effort to look around occasionally. What's the best approach for this? And this is gonna really throw me off while I'm looking at this while coloring, because these aren't the correct shapes this should really be. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Currently working on a Live2D Vtuber model art portion. Seems to be a personal model. I'm trying some things here, which should help later down the line, and will definitely feel a little bit weird to start off. But hopefully, this all pays off, because making a lot of choices here that I don't know how I feel about them sometimes. Feel free to. It's very free. I want that. The bottom should be in front of the back piece. Do I care about how this back piece is stretching out? Pop that out a little bit. Just redraw this line. Draw that line like that, and then I'll just redraw this line as well. Just bring this all the way around the bottom. Which is the right in thickness? I am. Okay, so what we have here is the very stretched out versions of basically all sides of the kind of cuff that goes around the wrist, or whatever that part of the clothing is called. Actually, I should figure this out. I just keep calling it the cuff because listen. Let's see. Hoodie parts. It was actually named. What is the name of the end of the sleeve area? It's called a cuff or hem. Okay, sure. There's a cuff. Okay, so basically the idea is, because it's easier to stretch than compress in Live2D, we're just gonna have extra leeway to manage these pieces. Realistically speaking, this will probably be flatter down. The bottom piece will probably flatter down. Honestly, all this will probably be flatter down at most angles, but it basically means that if I need to turn the arm so that you see more of the side of this, I don't have to stretch this really awkwardly. So that is the plan there. Okay, then, alright, so have the, feet here. It's gonna require a lot of mass because I have decided to go and just actually fill in the full outline of the toes as I don't know if that'll actually help at certain angles because of how much the foot actually needs to turn, but basically you need to use a mask to hide the lines where they're not. But more importantly, the nails on the toes aren't showing at this angle. So, where's the feet? Legs. Basically we're gonna try and slap the nails of the feet on at the cross leg pose, which is currently looking in the purple. So basically the nails are just gonna float for a little bit because I can't exactly slap them onto the back of the pose here. Where is it? Toes, yep. We're just gonna... Do I have nails? Yeah, I do. Which side's the right foot? Right foot is one. Okay, let us go ahead and get into here. This looks... Alright, we got feet. Is the shape of the feet about right here? Is it good enough of a guide for me to just draw on top of this? Because it's still a bit off. It's close enough. Alright, let's see. Pinky toe. We want to... the nail on the pinky toe actually doesn't sit in the inside. It actually sits on the outside. Go ahead and just attach a nail to toe like so. I believe I saw somewhere that these are supposed to be what? Moon shaped something. So just go ahead and... Honestly, these have the most malleable shape and they're not directly attached to the starting image. Technically, I have the most leeway with these. Shouldn't really do too much about it. Go ahead and just nail here. Also, this is very much a attempt at doing a lot of the steps differently. Just see if it is better in the long run. Basically the concept of having the pieces at their widest point instead of sometimes being at the default point, which is very narrow. It's a giant pain in the butt to work with. Go ahead and then the big toe supposed to have like a E shape. Just go like. Oh. That should be good enough to work with, honestly. Oh, oh boy. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Let me just pop that out. Okay. Basically, that exists, and then now go. Is this the right? What did I do? This on the right run? Right leg. Then left leg, do the same thing. Where's the foot? Sure. So basically, we have the big toe here. We're just going to go. I mean, this is still kind of default position, but it's default position in a different book. Go like a little bit off the foot. We'll go that job, and then cut it right there, and we'll go. Ooh, don't do that. What the heck was that? It and cut it along here. One more of it. Crochet here, like okay. Doesn't get fun. She should be further back. Should be a little bit further back, right? Okay, so that exists. Let's go down a bit. At some point I'll find a better way to like actually depict the full front and back sides of the hands and feet. Until then, the nails will have to do. Too. A little bit like that. That's the wrong pin. A little bit, and then we want to go into here and once again it's more of like a triangle shape here. Let's just go like that. Do I need to close these off? I should, right? No, this is actually too. Okay, so that is like that. That exists. Then, do I need to do something about the knee? The knee is something I'm a little worried about because basically it needs to handle. Actually, doesn't need to handle. Because when you pull the thigh inwards, who's handling? Yes. Is it the calf has to handle, or does the knee have to handle? I think the knee might have to handle it. It might be better to have like two sides of both knees. Which sounds incredibly insane to say. Okay, do I have the outer edge of side already set up? This is the inside of that. You can't see the far side of this. So then this is the bit that just goes around underneath. The rest of this is irrelevant because you can't see it. Then we need to take into account when the legs are outstretched in the cross leg position. We'll then need to have the shorts. Okay, so the right leg goes in front of one part, the left leg is behind the majority of it because it will be behind the crutch, the inside side of the right leg, and the outside or the inside side of the left leg. The outside side of the left leg is going to be behind the left leg. That definitely made sense. Okay. But I think I actually need to lower where this is as well. But yeah, that definitely makes sense. Okay. Let's go in front, behind. Wait, how much of this has to be in front of the right leg? To think about. One piece, right? We just need the. I'm thinking way too hard about this. Oh dear. Bup, 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 bup. I actually have the sketch done. Let me just check. Let's see. What's this line? I get rid of this. What is this? Just like a single guideline. Alright, good enough. You be orange. Okay, so basically the opening of the hoodie comes up to here, which means that we need the honestly the shorts don't need to stretch out that far. Does this side? So that goes over like what? Is that too high up on the leg? Basically we need a piece that's like over the top of the leg. Like, what's the angle here? Like, it wraps around underneath. Then there needs to be a piece that goes over underneath this leg. And then this stretches like this way. And that should be tight to the body. That should be like, well, it should hang loose as it gets further out, but otherwise it'd be tight to the body here. It'll give the clothing a little bit of effect. Bup, bup. Bup. That should work. Let's just work with this. Alright, so, legs. The hoodie bottom lining. Okay, between that and the right leg, we're gonna put the right shorts leg front. Sure, just put the photo shorts front, and then we'll go. Not that. Right shorts leg front. Alright, so that literally needs to cover the... Actually, should have covered the top as well. There's this problem again. For this, when the leg is in the cross leg position, we are looking... It should be fine. So basically we're looking at going a short leg over the top like so. I'll make it looser as it comes down. We'll also go through here and make it less uniform. Make it so it's not as straight of a line. Can I please cut this off, please? Only as far as the definition goes. How should I go about this part? I want to change the... I'll just leave that for a moment. Okay, for the front part here, do I want this line as part of this part? Realistically, it's probably a better idea to have that as part. Okay, so we'll bring a line through here. Where's this? And we really want this to be thin, but still have some thickness, and we'll roll it right in below where the leg has to go. Like that. This has to roll in more aggressively. This part has to go more like, like that. Is that too aggressive? Did I roll in more? Yeah, I threw it together. All of the, well, majority of the Live2D stuff you'll see on this channel is all the art and the rigs are done by me, unless specifically stated otherwise. I do indeed, even though I haven't really watched any content of Nero since the initial buzz came through. Was it when the AI was particularly unhinged? That was like around the time I saw a little bit, and I haven't really paid attention since then. Okay, how's this have to go? What's this crutch area doing? It's just a leg, right? Okay, this actually pull in, doesn't it? That's a pull in. I'm gonna have to go a little where I'm not using. Go. That just has to literally just pull right over the leg super thin. Well, you want to just go by a definition, you just need an arbiter and that is it. You can even just very quickly draw a stick figure and paint and then call it your arbiter and accounts. It really depends on how much effort or money you want to sink into it. That's really the only other, only restrictions, I guess you could call it. Okay, so basically there's got to be that front piece. Can you ever, is this ever going to be an angle where this is visible or the inside side of this leg is visible? Realistically it's not. But anyways, given that the definition of VTuber is just someone who uses a virtual arbiter, it is quite literally, if you aren't bothered about initial quality, you can literally go into paint and just throw something together. Okay, so there is. Okay, let me just keep this on. There's that line there, and then behind the right leg. So we're gonna create a folder behind that. We have the center area of the shorts here, which is basically the crutch. But we're gonna include first up the inside side of the shorts here. So we'll go right shorts, leg, the back. Depends on like what kind of progression you want that to, or how you want that progression to exist. Is it you're gonna make a lot of separate arbiters per se of each form, or do you want, like, say if you're using a 2D model, do you want that all to occur within Live2D? Because there is I do remember seeing someone making a transforming model quite a while back now, actually. My personal opinion is that it's a one-time gimmick that really doesn't pay off very well for how cool it is. Which is I mean, that is my opinion, but you can take from that what you will. If it's like an overtime long-term project, then that's something I can more get behind. But like let's say you take that concept and let's say you want to be a like, let's say you take that concept and you want to be, let's just say as a metric, you start off as a caterpillar, a worm, and you say, okay, at 100 or like, I mean 100 subscribers on YouTube is basically nothing these days. So let's say at like 5,000 subscribers, or maybe like a more generous or more realistic way to calculate that metric, we are getting 500 average views per video, and now we evolve into the cocoon, and you start using cocoon from that point, and then you're like, okay guys, and when we reach 10,000 average views every video or stream or whatever, we're now going to turn into a beautiful butterfly. That's something I like. If you have a model that's just like, hey man, I can transform How often am I going to press that button to transform? Not very often. I think that's not worth it. But like a progression of like different things that you can turn into like community milestones, I think is for a creator that's actually meaningful. Also, I'm like probably one of the biggest Debbie Downers of a lot of VTuber culture, so my opinion should always be taken with a giant ass grain of salt. Okay, let's just pop that out. Okay, please do not pop that all the way out. That'd be very unhelpful. Okay, so basically we've got this back piece that goes under and behind the leg. Then we need the crotch area here. The crotch area... Ah! Ooh. How should this line work? Okay, so this will look really weird because it's going to require me to draw these parts as if the legs are crossed, which is not where the black lines are right now, it's where the purple lines are. How do I do this? Because if the leg is open, then... that depends on the quality you're looking for, both in the art and the rig, because if you want to do something crazy in the actual model rig, you do need a lot of, like, different things done during the art portion to ensure that everything works. So usually end up requiring a higher quality art portion as well. So the price can vary quite a bit. I mean, you might be able to like, snag someone who is willing to do it for cheap just because of how ridiculously saturated the market is and how much people are fighting over commissions. I mean, I personally haven't commissioned anyone ever. I've had a couple of commissions, but I've only actually done like one VTuber model art one, and that was a bird. So, it wasn't like a full humanoid model, so it ended up going that one for a bit cheaper. It was like a bird wearing a plague doctor mask, which was very interesting because it definitely varied up exactly how some parts had to do. Because whenever you have protruding parts, namely for like birds or wolves or basically anything with a protruding snout or beak, it changes quite a bit on how you had to draw. Because that beak was like what, the top half of the beak was 2 parts, the bottom half of the beak was 2 parts. The inside was like the inside side of the beak on the top, and then the second one for the bottom, then a tongue, and then like actual back of the mouth. It was actually pretty wild. And it was like a metallic plague doctor mask as well, so I had to like have 2 different parts to a screw holding the mask to the beak, which was interesting. Unfortunately, my PC exploded and I no longer have the model myself, even though I think it still exists on Discord somewhere because I sent it to them on there, so I could technically pull it back out from there. Did I ever make a showcase video for that model? I was really bad at making showcase videos. I don't know if I have a showcase. I do have one. You know what, let's pull this up. I haven't looked at these in a long time. This was like, what, 4 years ago? So, it's definitely not my best work at this point. Look at that bird. A crow wearing a rook hat and a metallic plague doctor mask. You kind of see like how awkward the front of the beak actually kind of is. Like you can see it morph a little unnaturally at times to make up for the fact that it had to be like 2 separate pieces. But that was probably the most unique model I've actually worked on. I wouldn't say I'm like the top of the line. Like I'm not prepared to say that. I would usually say I'm in the middle range. Like I would say I am decent, but I am not great. Or like I'm decent, but I'm not the best. Like I am currently happy to say that about my skill level. Which actually puts me in an awkward spot because it makes it so that my commissions are like in the middle range. And people either, most people nowadays are either looking for like really fancy ones or really cheap ones. So I don't really get that many commissions. The last couple I've done were all like emote commissions. I mean, I didn't ask too much about that origins of that bird. I was literally just told like it's a bird wearing a Actually, no, he gave me some emotes that had the bird with the hat and the mask, and that's where I work from. Fillion, I don't think I've seen anything from Fillion in a while. Right, no, this is a different person. I don't think I've ever seen their model in actions. Comments on that. I mean, my art style is also like a little bit different because the way I color tends to be relatively, or at least that's how some people have described it to me. Like I don't use a lot of hard lines when I'm doing coloring. I want a seam that basically is the very center of the shoe, which is basically I just got like this. That's gonna be a giant pain in the butt to color. Just like a single line. I need a bunch of color around it. Okay, which is gonna like kind of vaguely say butt is probably like right there. I mean that's not what a butt actually looks like, but I just need those as guides because let's be real, you can't see that. Is that the right angle? Hold up. Is that the right angle? Depends which part of the internet you're like really watching stuff from or like paying attention to, right? I mean, I will admit I did know about VTubers I knew about Kizuna Eye, which was when VTubers first started becoming really big in Japan. Because I was subscribed to a newsletter from a from a Western business that does like was it a marketplace to sell things from Japan specifically, which was my first contact with VTubers. Really, so like, you know, it's very much like, do you pay attention to like the, I guess you could call it market, right? Market audience. Like, are you part of the market audience, basically? This line should be further down. I just squash this down. I could just go like this. We'll go like that, and then we'll just grab this and just yank it back up. Okay, actually, can I just go mwah? Okay, no, I can't. I should rejoin lines. We actually like look at how what's happening with the VTuber market these days as a multi-billion-dollar business. So it really just depends if you're in the correct spot to hear about it when it happens. I need a second line at the bottom for the hoodie. Also, this makes the butt look incredibly flat. And also not the right shape. God dang it. Okay, let me just... Okay, so the center is right here. Then it is... Because it has... No, the butt is like here. This should be further back, because this is further back to where I'm looking at the short. That's like front. Okay, so we'll just use that as a guide. Honestly, this is just a guide. Don't need this to be exact. Here's a... I've already told myself I want to be successful, I should be making videos, I shouldn't be streaming. Streams don't have any discoverability. Okay, so we've got the crutch area. Then in front of this, I need the inside side of the left leg. So we'll go left short leg front. And that should stretch out to... Should be further than this. Actually, no. Should it be further than that? Well, the problem with that is, as probably most, basically most of anyone on YouTube can tell you, the YouTube algorithm will eat my channel alive. So like, if you see channels doing variety content, they are in a very blessed position where they are big enough that they can do whatever they want and they'll still have enough viewers. If I try to diversify my content at the size I am at right now, YouTube will immediately eat my channel alive. I mean, I've been thinking about starting a gaming channel again, because I used to do like just a game stream on Saturday to finish up the week. Like, it was just like a single game stream each week with like 5 art streams over the weekdays. That game stream absolutely destroyed my channel's discoverability. It's crazy. I mean, if I reach like a significant size, then it's a different story, but until then, it is pretty much, I have to abide by the laws of the great YouTube overlords. Just be further down, right? That is not the right shape. Literally something like that. Like, if you only do reaction stuff, then it works. Like, you actually see, like, if you look at a lot of the older YouTubers, even for like them, the like really big YouTubers, they put react content on like a secondary channel. Like they won't, if their main channel was like say they were like a gaming channel back in the day, like a 2013 gaming channel. If they have a react channel now, it is on a separate channel. Because even for them, like they'll see a massive dip in viewers, in views each video if they did everything on the same channel. I mean, it's usually why you see stream VODs and stream highlights. Like the craziest thing is like, a very old streamer that I still follow, he puts stream highlights on one channel, he puts the stream VOD on a different channel, and then he puts the edited versions of streams as videos on a third channel. Like, that's how much he had to separate it these days. And they're all the same content, it's like, it's all gaming. But because of the algorithm, he has to separate all of it, which is crazy. I mean, PewDiePie is retired. He said it. He's doing whatever the fuck he wants. Like, he makes videos when he wants to, and he literally is at the size where he can do whatever the heck he wants. Man, I felt so old watching his vlogs these days. It's like, dang, his son is like a couple years old now. Like, I remember watching him before he had a kid. I remember watching him before he moved to Japan. And now his kid is like, I think what, 2 or 3? I think, is this kid 3 years old? Yeah, I think this kid's what, 2? Or is this kid 1 or 2 years old? Somewhere around there, right? Man, I don't know if I should feel old, because I do very well remember Barrel. The good old Amnesia days. Barrel. It's crazy. I feel very old sometimes when I mention PewDiePie to some people nowadays that don't know about Barrel. Because I can't dang it. Like, now I feel super old. Is that how that's gonna have to go? Okay, so, because this has to roll over the leg, so we're just gonna roll it over the leg like that. I'm also gonna have to find a way to like make it look like the into the crotch is actually like some kind of lining. Oh jeez. Well, that's a lot of gas. Okay, so that is the left short leg front. Then behind the left leg, needs to be the back of the shorts, and that should that include this line? Oh jeez, because when this line is pointed straight, this part has to just stretch out this way. Is that going to be a problem? It is not going to be a problem because the hoodie is going to be hiding all of that, so that shouldn't be a problem realistically. All good. Cheers for stopping by. Alright, so we'll go shorts, backside, and we want to go left short leg leg back. We'll spin this around. We want to bring this over the backside now. Coming around the back, roll around the leg. Do I have a donation link? I don't even know my donation link. I think Stream Elements bullied me into making one, but I don't even think I have it listed. Okay, so that sits there. So that is the short leg going around that side. Do I ever see it properly, or is the leg always leg's always hiding? Okay. Because I want to come back to the front side here. I want to make a cut in this right on the side, which is make a cut into here. Triangular shaped cut. Please pop that out. Okay, do I want to make a secondary lining here? Is that going to cause a problem by doing? Okay, wait. Is this piece going to have a problems moving? I'm gonna think about this. As long as I can control that triangular portion, it should be. That's a big if. But either way, we want to round out the edges here, so just that, and we'll go ahead and do that. That's. I see so many lines here. What happened here? I'll just go like that. Okay, then we want to do the secondary line here. Do I need that to be a separate piece? If it is a separate piece, what happens? It means that the colored back portion can move more freely, but I need to be a bit stricter on how the inside portion moves. Does that affect? How much does that affect? If I do that, is it better to have separate pieces all the way around? Honestly, even the triangle can be a separate piece if it's like that. We'll just leave it as one piece for now, but if it becomes a problem, we'll change it later. Okay, so basically that exists. Is that everything? And giant as cuff because I need it to be able to stretch. Don't know if that's a good idea still. That still might be a very bad idea. Hood back. Back piece, neck. Here. Is the hair gonna be a problem at all? It shouldn't. Yeah, it shouldn't be. I should make some smaller cuts into the hair here. I really just came up with rap god. Oh wait. Came up with this hairpin on the fly. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like if I keep this around, I should really just turn that into my logo. It just have an underbelly, is it? I kind of very vaguely modeled this after a beckoning cat. Beckoning cats have like the giant golden coin on the belly. Okay, well that's basically all the parts. Let's just see what kind of monstrosity I've created. It's a lot more sensible than I thought it would be, which is honestly a little surprising. Okay, so in terms of the other components, I need to, should it just be color? Should I not even have a line portion of it? I want to have some extra parts here. For the why is this every what else? Oh, we don't need this anymore. Can I get rid of this? Is this just this? That all this is? Don't need this anymore. I still need these, so I'll just keep those around. I've only got 5 folders as like the top layer. You just open it, it just becomes absolute sadness. Oh, I don't have it inside the mouth right now. No, that's fine. The color. Okay, let's see what here. Alright, let me dig out. The intention right now is to use the same color palette as my current model. Do I have the color palette in this file? I don't. Of course I don't. Oh yeah, I was working on a different model at one point. But I really need to make showcase models. I never get around to it. Okay, let's just open this file. That's gonna take a while. Is it gonna take a while? Might not actually take a while. Oh, this is actually going quite fast. I draw this in the right DPI. I'm kind of curious. It is incorrect. The correct DPI. Okay, give me this. All right, palette. So we're gonna use the same palette, which is basically this. 5 colors. So a relatively warm bunch of colors that generally contrast pretty well with each other. Along with any whites or blacks, since grays usually don't count in the old palette. What is this? What is this? Oh, there's nothing here. Let me just get rid of it. Okay, so. Actually, wait, do I have any backpiece? I do have backpiece. Should this be in behind or should it be in front? That backpiece. Where's the ear? That's not even the right spot. Hold up. Where is this? Did I move a bunch of parts around? Where is this? You. Yes. Then, not you, you. I just have an extra piece just going right behind the ear so that bit's covered. Will I just do that in color? That should be okay. Alright, so. Time to make 10,000 different color layers. Oh, there's so many layers here. What the heck did I do here? So many. I feel like I'm gonna end up redrawing the scrunchie after a while. I don't know if that's the shape I wanted at. That is not the shape I wanted at. Where's the scrunchie? Scrunchy, you. You. Not you. Where's the front of the scrunchie? Where's the front of the scrunchie? Oh, here we go. You and you. We're going to just scoot out a little bit. Is that fine? Do I need to salvage it? Yeah, I can salvage it. Alright, it's because it needs to hook into here. That works. Alright. Go to toilet real quick. Alright, let's continue. I'm probably downing way too much water. Super dry and also super cold. Definitely not getting that water out of my system through sweating. Okay. Really nice if there was a macro just to make a layer called color below every vector layer. Actually, I wonder if I can do that. You know what? I'm kind of curious. Let's go to Google here, and we want to go Clip Studio Paint. Automatically make raster layer below all vec. All layers. Can I do that in one click? There's no quick way to do it. Well, that's a shame. Alright, well, I'll just go through and actually just make all these color layers first, because that's probably going to be the more part. Do I have these pieces as I'm doing this? Probably help a bit. Am I doing a bottom lash? I am. That should be fine. Lid does not need one, bottom lash does not need one. Doesn't look like I'm doing anything right now. I'm just copy and pasting this empty color layer onto a whole bunch of different, well, underneath like literally every single layer I have here. Nothing's gonna move for a little bit. Well, the sidebar's gonna move quite a bit as I scroll around, but Oh, there's so many layers here. Oh, right, there's every single finger is a layer. 3 different finger layers. Ah, jeez. Gotta love the good old finger joints. Oh, the nail too. Okay, it's like 4 layers each finger. Oh, wait. Come on, get into the right. On every toe has... How many layers does every toe have? Like 3 layers? Oh boy. Oh. Honestly, it's a great thing my mouse wheel still works at this point. Rolling through this will definitely be a giant ass pain in the butt. Oh boy, nearly getting to the bottom. I think it's this part. What is this? Oh, it's that part. Okay, sure. It really ain't good to just like go through. It's like, what's this? Huh? What the heck is this? Is this something? This is not anything. Get this out of here. Everything? Okay, everything's got a color layer. Save. Ooh, wait. Okay, now then. Alright, let's collapse all of these folders again. Yep. Then we want to start grabbing these colors and we're just slapping down flats. Not to happen. That's not the right shape, is it? Hold on. Oh boy. Bop. Up, up. Well. All right. Where is you bucket? Down there. Okay, it's gonna be good old green screen time. All right. Flashbang warning. Oh way. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, 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 bup. Mm-hmm. So go white here. Hmm. All right. Give me. Bup, 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 bup. Just theme in there. Huh? Okay, I actually need a different color. This doesn't really. Green and blue don't really blend. Contrasted enough. Alright, flashback warning again. It's gonna be a different color now. Ah! Oh dear. Bup, bup, bup. Bup, 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 bup. Ba, la, bup, bup, ba, bup, bup, just stick it right into there. All about. Oh. Ba, 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 ba. Up, 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 up. All right. Indeed it does. Where's this arrow coming from? Oh, okay. Turns out that the green screen doesn't really contrast well in blue. I think I actually want to shorten this line. Bum, bum, I did that wrong there. Oh dear. Up, 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 somewhat. Let's have a look at this. Up, 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 Alright, let's just do that for a moment. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 Okay, so these pieces will sit underneath, so we don't need the full shape of it. Make it a little bit more straight to make it easy to work with. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 Oh boy, where's that line from? Bup, 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 bup. Yeah, let me just get rid of here first. Actually, no, these are all sealed off. I can just color these. Oh, what color did I make this scrunchie? that not the same color? I used a different color here. Ba, 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 Oh. Okay, back to... Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, wait. Ba, 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 Hmm. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 Oh, wait. Up, 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 Oh, wait. Why are these different colors? Mr. President's scratchy. Up, 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 up. I need to move this piece back. Well, I need to move some of the other pieces. I need to move some of the other pieces. 1, 2. Here, you forward. No, I'm actually gonna add extra. Hmm. Oh, wait. Ba, 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 ba. There's a line here that doing something weird. Don't know which one it is. Ba, 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 All right. Oh, what's that doing there? Oh boy. Ba, ba, ba. Hello there. Doing. Just set that there. And anyways, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Just here with the incredible liberal pink right now. I'm using it to make sure I'm filling in all the blanks. I don't know what this is mostly a cover piece, so we'll just that. Don't care too much about the overall shape here, do I? That should be okay. Okay, I'll just do that for now. Right. Okay, I don't know if I should bring this up higher or more behind the ear, because right now behind the ear is probably the bit I'm most worried about. But for the most part, this piece's main job is to cover the side of the head, so that you don't see random bits of head poking out from certain parts. Okay. Alright, the backside of this. Okay, put that in there. And then let me just get into here. And we'll just in there. Okay. That's it there. And then we got the top piece here, whose main job is just to fill gaps. So we're just gonna go ahead and wrap you that round and wrap right over the top of that and into here. Like that. Okay. That's a cover piece. Don't know how I feel about the hairpin. Okay, I have a skin color out here somewhere. Where's the head? Where's the actual head? Is this the skin color? I think it's the skin color. That looks like a skin color. Where's the other ear? Actually, I probably don't want to overdraw with this one. I actually want to be conservative here. I need this whole. I don't know what to do. That might be a mistake. Okay, but anyways, that is the time I have for today, so just here. So basically, all the lines are in. The hair is in here. I mean, this is more standard for like this part. This right ear needs to come forward, doesn't it? A little bit. Let me actually just shift this right ear around. So we want to bring it in front of this. But anyways, once again, this is going to go back into the box of things I've started and haven't finished. And next week we'll start with something different. I have a pretty good idea of what it's probably going to be. It's going to be more swimsuits. So going to keep going with that for a little while I'm freezing my butt off over here in Upside Down Land. Because it's very winter right now. Alright, but that is pretty much about it. So, anyways, thank you very much for watching today's session of Last Bits of Line Art into coloring, flat coloring. If you want to see more things from me, or be subscribed or on, depending on where you're watching from, leave a like because that helps me out. I'll see you all again next time.